and welcome to the Fabulous Empty Nest with me, your host Angie. When I left you, let's see, it was about 10 days ago. That was my last video. I was telling everybody I was going on vacation, which I am currently on. We're actually wrapping it up. But it's been a lovely, lovely 10 days, and I'm kind of, sad to see it end, but at the same time, I'm feeling like I'm looking forward to getting home and seeing the puppy and being back in my own bed. But this trip has also allowed me to get a couple of projects done that I've been working on and just relax, which I needed. I don't think we've had a vacation in over a year, 2 years. 2 years. It's been 2 years. And so I was really looking forward to this, and this vacation did not disappoint, I have to say. Florida is always a great place for me to come and defrost, because where we're living, it just kind of stays cold all the time. So it's nice to come down here and defrost a little bit and just be somewhere where you don't know anybody, nobody expects anything from you, and you can just relax. So that's what we've been doing. Me and the hubs have been just relaxing, having some nice meals. We spent some time on the beach. I've been working on projects, but I also went yarn shopping yesterday. I've been to Michael's in Clearwater, Florida twice. And the first time I went, they didn't have what I needed, or they had one skein of what I needed, and that was it. So I came home, got as much done on the project as I could, but then I was like, I still need more yarn. So we went out and we found one in Bradenton, Florida, and I was able to get the yarn that I needed and finish my project. It's a project that I've been wanting to get finished for a good while. It was a sweater for my daughter. We actually, when I was in Tennessee last week, she and I went to Hobby Lobby and I let her pick out her own yarn. And then when she was finished picking out her yarn, we went down and to another aisle and let my son Ben pick out his yarn for his hawk moth Afghan that I'll be making for him. And that hawk moth Afghan is gorgeous. It comes from Crochet.With.Coffee. And her name is Sarah, and she has a lovely channel that's very, I think it's good for the nervous system. It's a nice, relaxing channel. She always has really nice projects that she's working on. She does tutorials. So I don't have anything to show you on Ben's Afghan because I didn't buy the yarn. I basically found because I'm traveling and I don't have enough space to put all the yarn in my bags and take it home with me. So I took a picture of each skein that Ben picked out so I can order it when I get home and have it sent to me at home. But I did pick out Ashlyn's yarn because I wanted to get hers finished while I was on this trip, because these are Christmas gifts and I was limited on time. So this is it's so heavy. This is the back of the sweater. Okay, I haven't done all the ends yet. It's heavy. It's one of the sleeves, and I did a cuff on it. And then I just put it together with the contrasting yarn, the yarn that I made the squares out of. And then I did a ribbed edge around the whole sweater. This one I did a little differently because she wanted it to be long and a little oversized, but she's very tiny. I did a block of 9 in the back, and then just one strip in the front. And then I made an extra wide trim. Extra wide trim. I always get challenged on these corners on how to keep them increasing but looking nice, but I think I did a good job on that one. So this is Ashlyn's sweater. I'm very pleased with it. It's super heavy. The yarn that I used is the fluffy yarn, the super soft fluffy yarn is called Ethereal from Hobby Lobby. And then the yarn that I used in the circle or in the square is their 5-weight yarn. I can't remember what it's called. I just used enough skeins of it. You'd think I would know what it's called, but I don't. So that's her sweater. Again, I'm really pleased how it came out. This I started on my flight. I wanted to make another one of these little tank granny square tops because I love this yarn so much. I mean, look at these colors. I don't know if it's gonna be as true. I think these colors are amazing. I wish that there was a little more color in it, but it's so cute. It's got the 2 ties on the side. Again, I still have strings that I need to cut off and tie off and sew in, but really love this color. I don't know if you can really see it, but this cream has almost a buttery color to it. And then the colors themselves are very bright and vibrant, which I love, like this purple. It's not really showing how beautiful it really is. That's kind of a true color. Okay, so we have we're at our hotel and I'm out in the patio, and it's just that time of morning where everybody's getting out to go do their exciting things for the day. So I've had to stop for a minute. I also started this. This is a shawl that I'm working on, and I think this is going to be gorgeous. It is made out of the Premier Yarn Spun Colors. Whoops. Oh, I think this is really a beautiful yarn. It was a little challenging to start working with in the beginning because it's not super, it has kind of have a thick and thin quality to it. All right, busy patio. So I'm really looking forward to getting that shawl done because that is for me. I picked this up because I wanted to do another sweater. And this is for my daughter, Sarah, who has the most beautiful blue eyes and porcelain white skin. So I wanted to get her something really striking. And so I really loved these colors. It's kind of got these blues, teals, green, almost like it looks almost like a green, but I don't know if it is. It might just be a rich teal. But this is called Be Still. And I have this to be its contrast color. And it'll be the color that goes around the squares and puts the squares together, and it will probably be the trim, the ribbed trim for the sweater. So this is going to be exciting. And then my daughter Chelsea, so I got some lucky girls, I have to say. My daughter Chelsea, you know, she likes Chanel and Gucci and things like that, and so she likes more muted colors. I thought this was gorgeous. This is called Fuzzy Slippers. Could not be more appropriate for my daughter Chelsea. And then I got this beautiful linen to go with it. And you know, it's probably not very exciting, but I think once it's put together, it'll be gorgeous. It will be exactly what Chelsea's looking for. So that's exciting. I've finished Amanda's sweater, and then once these two are finished, I just have one more to go, and that is for my daughter Kelly Rose. She's my oldest daughter, and I hope to, somewhere out there I heard somebody talk about a yarn called Lake House. I need to find out who makes it, where I can buy it, because that is exactly what Kelly would want, is a yarn called Lake House, regardless of what it looks like. So trying to find that, and I want to get that finished. It's going to be a little whack because, you know, I have a full-time job, but now I just took a new position. It's more of like a on-call PRN position that's for our local rape crisis organization. And so basically I will just be that face of support and love when somebody is sexually assaulted. I'll go to the hospital, the police department, those kinds of things, and meet with the victim or the survivor and help them through the process. And so my training, which is a very long training, starts the day I get back from vacation. So, and it's 2 days a week for 4 hours, and then every Saturday for the next, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks. So I have to get busy. I actually had to pull out of 2 of my markets because of this training, but to me, it's important. So I've got to find another way to move some of my product, my sweaters and different things that I have. I don't think it's going to be that hard with the holidays coming up, but I just need to figure that out. I've not ever sold on social media before. I've sold on Etsy before, but I'm not doing Etsy. So I got to figure it out. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I think it will be fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm very excited about this new job. Again, it's just a PRN. Basically, it's nights, so I'll be on call during the evening. And so it doesn't really affect my day job unless I'm up all night with somebody, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more other than we're just having a beautiful vacation. We had a lot of fun. We went to Universal Studios last week. I think it was on Thursday. My husband had not ever been there before, so we had a really good time. I tend to really suffer from motion sickness and didn't have any problems. We rode pretty much all the rides except for maybe 2. Didn't have any problems, had a great time. And then yesterday we went to the Dali Museum, and oh my gosh, you want to talk about inspiration. I really use vacations as a source of inspiration for my work, and I left there feeling so inspired yesterday. We really took our time through there. We did a really fun exhibit, I guess you call, where you go in and you get your picture taken, and then they turn your picture into like a piece of street art, and so that was really fun. So I'll share these with you. I love this, and then it got in this really cool bag. Let's see. This is the one of me and my hubs, which I think came out really great. And then this one is me. Kind of made me look like I have a goatee, which is not good, especially now that I've turned 60. By the way, I had my birthday last Friday. I turned 60, which is exciting. And here's the hubs. Another great picture. So this was a really fun event. I highly recommend, if you live or visiting Florida, to go to the Dali Museum in, I think it's in Tampa. I walked away from there feeling so inspired. One of the things that I struggle with most when it comes to my artwork, my painting and drawing, or even, well, not so much with my crocheting, which is kind of funny, but I really tend to put myself in a box and stay pretty streamlined. I would say I probably do it still with my crocheting. And I need to expand and loosen up. When I would paint, my one of my mentors would always say, loosen up on the paintbrush. Paint like this, not like this, you know? So like, she would put like an old stick on my paintbrush so I couldn't get close to the canvas and have me paint that way, to loosen up, you know? And one of the other barriers that I found with painting was I didn't like when my water would get dirty, which is just like a mind thing. It's not even gonna do anything, but it bothered me. So with my needlework, I find that experimenting with color and texture is a lot easier than when I'm painting or drawing. So I feel like when I left the Dali Museum yesterday, I felt a little more excited and willing to, I don't know, experiment, but it really doesn't look like it with this, right? But I am going to experiment. I did buy this too. I don't think I showed you this. This is called The Struggle is Teal, and I don't know how to make with this, but it's gorgeous. I might get a few more skeins and make myself a shawl with this. I love shawls, by the way. So that is it for today. I just wanted to make this a short video since I haven't posted in a bit. I'm very excited about all of my new subscribers. you all helped me reach my goal, which was having 60 for my 60th birthday. It may seem like a small amount to you or to other channels that have, you know, hundreds and thousands of subscribers, but I've only been doing this a very, very short time. For me, it's not really about that, but I do recognize that it's important to build my channel. And so I have to put some emphasis on it, but I don't want it to be the main focus of just getting subscribers. That I want it to be more about quality than quantity. So, but I do thank you, those of you that came over here. I think Sarah from Crochet.With.Coffee was a huge advocate for building my channel and getting more subscribers. So thank you, Sarah at Crochet.With.Coffee. And thank you again for those of you that came over and subscribed. I really do want my channel to be something of value for people. When I get home, the next thing that I'm going to do is get my tutorial out for you all. It's a pattern and tutorial that I think people will enjoy, especially for the holidays. And I look forward to that. The other thing that I want to do is there's a pattern that I purchased that I'm going to review. I really want to get that out there. So I've got some exciting things coming out that I think people will enjoy. So again, thank you. Come on back. I appreciate all of you. Please, if you're new here today, you can hit the subscribe button. You can hit the little bell that will let you know when I have new content come out. You can always hit the like button. I appreciate that. But oh, I love it. I love it. I love it when people post a comment. I'd love to hear about ways that you all have found to sell your stuff other than markets or Etsy. I know there's got to be something out there. So feedback and comments are always appreciated. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.